Welcome, guys. Welcome to Work Your Light. Welcome back for those of you that are already subscribers. Today's video will be a channeled guidance. I upfront pulled a card in order to, make sure whether I'm going to use completely like only tarot cards or I'm going to channel a little bit some information. So I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about, but my guides have been kind of preparing me as that's what they are bringing, preparing me for the things that need to come up for now. So I do know some kind of those topics that we're going to talk about, but I would say let's draw two cards. Okay, two cards in order to set the energy for this video. Okay, so the first card is the King of Cups, which is very interesting because I've been drawing this card quite frequently. And the other one is the World card, another card that I have been drawing quite frequently. What is the overarching energy? The Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands is actually a little bit more about like not really what we're heading towards. It's something that we are kind of like overcoming. The Three of Wands is pretty much talking about delays, and on the other hand, the light attribute is like seeing your ships coming in. In the back of the deck is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is of course talking about new beginning. In regards to the World card, closing out a chapter, closing out a cycle. And the King of Cups is again talking about authenticity. So, and now they remind me of something. Okay. In regards to authenticity, what I figured out, what I saw, what I've seen as a theme is, I would like to quote Molly McCord. She's an intuitive astrologer, like taking inventory of yourself right now. Now they're pointing out to the Scorpio full moon, which is very much talking about transformation. So in order to go through this transformative, what did they say? It's like a bridge, it feels like a bridge, but they say threshold. The point is that I really don't know what threshold actually is in German. I've heard this word a lot. I'm going to Google it, So, anyways, for instance, meditating is a practice that right now is going to support you a lot, okay? It is basically about feeling this new energy that you are in right now. Many of us are pretty much aware of this new energy, but we are like so busy in getting things into order, or sometimes it feels a little bit like an unstable ground, and we are now asked, okay, turning inwards, the Hermit, turning inwards, asking ourselves, okay, where am I right now? Where am I? Who have I become? What have I been observing in the previous days? Really taking inventory of where you are at the right now moment. And again, maybe focusing inwards in order to feel the energy of this new ground, of this new era that we are in right now. For some of you that have already been doing this, that have already done, and that's so unimportant, that have already been taking the step inwards or the focus inwards and really trying to feel into the energy that we are in right now. So what I have been feeling it was absolutely Page of Wands energy. It was something new. It is something new. It is a very clean slate, but nonetheless, what I have been feeling, there were things in this new era that we have been pre-paving up front. You know, we are not like we're not stepping into this new era with completely nothing at all, without having anything prepared. No, there is a lot prepared. It's a little bit like stepstones that are standing there for us, and we are now having this arena in front of us where we are building around the stepstones, you know, decorating by our beliefs, by our energy that we are putting in, you know, this new energy that we are feeding into this new era. It is all very much about the importance of turning inwards right now, because the first 2 weeks of this Aries season was very much about taking action. Many of us have been feeling this, but the point is that some of us, and this is absolutely something that I belong to, not completely. I remember I told you like this work that we've been putting in to our building internal security is going to carry us through the next phase, yes, but it is also about maintaining this belief system around creating internal stability on and on and on. Okay, this is a gift that we are handing over to those that are coming after us. Okay, this is also a gift that we are handing over to those that we may not know in this lifetime, that we may never come to know them, you know. And nonetheless, it is something that is going to carry us, okay? But right now, it's for everyone, okay? Those of you that are watching this video, it's very important to take inventory of what is going on internally right now, okay? We have been practicing a lot being honest to ourselves. Okay, this is the authenticity card. Really, this guy over here is meditating, okay? He is in touch with the water, okay? He's in touch with his emotions. If you remember, I think in the previous videos I have been pulling the Two of Swords. This is the you know, some sort of a shadow attribute, you know? It's about like not allowing myself to feel what it is that I really want, that I really want to communicate, that I really want to feel, that I want to experience. Okay? So we no longer have this feeling of, no, I don't want to feel this feeling, because in feeling this feeling it will you know, sometimes we are so afraid of really feeling this feeling, what it is that we really want, that we're trying really to suppress it. But we came out of this, okay? We transformed. We are still transforming in this. It's not that it is not that we will never again face those situations. No. It is something that we will face on and on and on and on, because we are also evolving, and there will be always things that we will feel that will be new to us, that we are deciding to live, because we are changing our perspective, we are changing our perception, and that's why we are going to face different situations with new things that we are going to learn, new things that we are feeling that we want to commit to. And then, you know, in addition to this, of course, we are being asked to really stand in our authenticity. So you see, it is something that is never going to stop. We will always be asked to stand in our authenticity, not with the things that we have been thinking that we need to be authentic about in the right now moment. No, after 5 years, you're going to stand in your authenticity about completely different things that you are standing in for now. Okay, so it is simply about that we are practicing it. It will never end. Never. And this is seriously nothing that is some sort of a, how do I put this? it is some sort of dead end or something like that, or that it might feel that it is something that it's going to destroy us. No, remember, this internal stability that we have been working on by really finding our home and our stability within us. This is something that I'm currently learning. Having the home within us, and from there creating, from there on creating something new, because we are, in German we would say autark. I don't know what is this in English. It's like standing alone. It's not really like standing alone, but it's like being self-sufficient. I think this is the right word to put. So we are not dependent from external security topics, or in, you understand, things that are creating security without us, but we're asked to create the security within us in order to that this energy is going to carry us through the phase that we are right in now. Okay? And this practicing will never stop, but first of all, it will become easier. It's like climbing a mountain, in the first plateau, you're standing on the foot of the mountain and you're seeing the first plateau, and you say like, wow, I would be very grateful if I just like reached the first plateau, because I could never imagine reach to the top of the mountain. It's very interesting because one astrologer, Akyuta Bava, I think from Nightline Astrology, he has been talking about this, like this guy, he wanted to climb the Mount Everest. The point is that the moment that you reach the first plateau is the moment that you have been developing so many muscles in your legs and in your core, and a very good what is this? Very good. I hear constitution. This is actually not the word that I wanted to say. Condition, or how do I say that how do I say this? It's very strange, but we adapt to the hardness of this climb, of this ascension, okay? And we are growing with it. Our muscles are growing, our brain, our perception is changing, our balance, the feeling for our physical balance is improving. So when we're reaching this first plateau, we kind of feel like, well, I could now actually, I became so strong. Why not climbing the whole Mount Everest? Why not? If I created the belief system around the fact that whatever way you're choosing, you will grow with it. You're not growing afterwards, or you don't have to have the complete growth up front. You're growing with it. It is growing with you. The higher your vibration, the higher vibrational the opportunities. So of course you're growing with it. Okay? So let's come back to the World card. It is about closing out a cycle. I think many of you are so much aware of this topic at the right now moment. We are all experiencing it completely differently. I'm right now at a point where I'm like, I cannot move to the front, I cannot move to the back. I'm like here in this room at my parents' home, and I have to say, I don't really like this. I don't really like this room. And the situation that I'm in right now is, I'm still in the transition phase. And I'm still in, there are, if there is something not moving on in your life, it is simply because we are not ready yet. And I can absolutely tell from my vantage point that I am not anymore really wanting to know when will something happen and how will it happen. And this really took a lot of training, because if you want to see it from an astrological point of view, I do have my moon in Capricorn and my sun in Cancer. Okay, so this is about home, family, stability. This is all well. This is completely cool. But you can see the moon in Capricorn and sun in Cancer from a completely different perspective. You can see it from the lack mentality perspective, where the Cancer with the Capricorn moon really needs to create external security in order to really be emotionally open, to feel secure enough to open. Or you can see it from a higher vibrational point of view, where the Cancer sun finally acknowledges, well, okay, if everything is always changing, if there is really nothing that I'm having control over, so the only thing that is left there for me is me. So how can I attune myself to... okay, I get it. How can I attune myself to the belief system that everything will come to me at the right point in time, and in the same moment, because I need this in order to get there, creating internal stability, so I'm not craving it on the outside. Okay, so that I know, and this is the moment where the cycle is closing, that I know that my home is within me. And this is something that is a big thing to swallow, to be honest, because there was something that in the previous years I have never been living. Never. Not as complete or fully as I'm doing it right now. And be aware of the fact that in this will still be an evolution. So I tell you, 5 months from now, I absolutely know that I'm on a completely different level or a point of view perspective than I'm right now, because everything is evolution. But again, the butterfly does not look with shame at the caterpillar. So I am very happy and very grateful for the point that I am in right now. Extremely happy and grateful, because I do see a lot of people around me really suffering from their current situations. I mean, like, really suffering. And everything that I can do is just be there. That's it. But on the other side, we really need to be aware, because I know that many of you are currently in the situation that you are facing. A lot of people around you, they are pretty much suffering. It takes something to say, okay, I am not feeling sorry. When I say that I am not feeling sorry for you, it's not in an incompassionate way. No, it's in a way that I just want to signalize. It's not that I'm telling them this, like, I don't feel sorry for them. I do have friends where I could say this, because they do have a very similar mindset as I have, so they do understand from which point of view I'm talking about. But guys, keep in mind that it's their contract. Okay, it's their contract, but what you can do is stay grounded and just being there for them, and sometimes it is really not necessary giving advices. We are very great advice givers. We are very great in this, but sometimes it's simply about listening. Okay, just listening, having an ear for them, being compassionate. This is also what the King of Cups is. Okay, just listening to them and just being there for them. Okay, so genau. The Three of Wands in regards to the overarching energy in order to close out this video is simply, this is literally what I just heard. Know what it is that you are equipped with. This girl over here, she has 3 wands, okay? It's like her backbone, okay? These wands are her backbone, and these wands are she has been creating them, okay? So these wands are also kind of showing some sort of opportunities, okay? But basically the 3 of Wands, and this is what I heard from the first, is seeing your ships coming in by being authentic and really closing out this chapter that you need to close out, okay? Remaining grounded, this is very important. Taking inventory, okay? For some of you, that also means like taking inventory, because we're heading into Taurus season. Taking inventory of your financial situation, having a look, okay, where am I standing right now? What do I have? What is it that I need to spend? And the same thing is, you can put the same thing on an energetic level, okay? Where am I right now? How do I feel? Okay, how does my inner child feel? Again, I absolutely recommend you doing the some sort of inner child journey, some sort of inner child like communication and stuff like this. It absolutely helps. It absolutely helps checking in with this little girl or this little boy in order to have a look at, okay, what is their facial expressions? How does she or he feels? Okay. Staying in touch with your feelings. This is so important, because this is where we get our internal security from, because we know where we are. We know what is necessary, what we need in order to remain aligned. Okay, what is it that our inner child needs now? Does she or he needs just to listen to her, just to maybe absolutely taking the position of the adult and explaining her or him what is this phase that we are in right now, and that you have everything in check, that everything is right now, and telling her or him, yeah, I understand, it is tough, it is completely new, it feels sometimes strange, but it is nothing bad, because I do intuitively feel that the way that I'm walking, the path that I'm walking, is for me, because it feels like mine. That's why I'm walking it. Okay? So always ensure your inner child that you have everything in check and you absolutely know what you're doing. Okay? Beautiful. Great. So that was your guidance for the next 3 days. Okay, 3 to 4 days is what I get. The next 3 to 4 days. And I would say, let's close out the video by reminding you, stay grounded, guys. We got this. Absolutely. We are doing such a fantastic job. You are doing such a fantastic job. You can seriously be proud of yourself, like 24/7. Absolutely. Okay? So, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, wishing you a wonderful week and stay grounded. Namaste.